Medicine this, medicine that, for pain in your mind or pain in your back. Take 2 of these, you'll forget about that. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day facts. Put a patch on it and look away. Can't tell you if it'll come back someday. Medicine this, medicine that, striking out, well, here's a new bat. Teammates will like.
What's going on, y'all? I just realized I had my hat on like this. I'm not trying to act like a late 80s hip-hop star. Anyways, I am down. I'll just say the southern portion of the Chesapeake Bay. It's what, anyone from DC, Baltimore area would call the southern part of the bay. So I'll leave it at that. It is a beautiful day. We've had some cold snaps here, but it's a beautiful day and it's supposed to get up to 64 degrees. So we're gonna get on it. Bringing the boat Rover out today. I'm getting more comfortable with it. And we're gonna see if we can get on some fish. I'm thinking we're gonna find some stripers. I already told Pat, who I'm fishing with today, that I don't expect a skunk. You are correct. Yay! We've both been fishing here long enough where we can get around a skunk pretty easily. But I expect there to either be 1 or 2 fish, or it just to be a banner day. Somewhere in the middle, I just don't expect. I don't expect like us to go out and catch 10 or 12, dink to small keeper size fish, even though this is not keeper season. I expect it either to be a pretty slow day or this warm weather day is going to turn on the bite and it could be stellar. So check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all are the best. There we go. Nothing wrong with a little nut hugging, guys. The seating is comfortable. And you've got all these rod holders. You've got everything you need. With Chesapeake Sport Fishing and Outdoor Adventures, you will not need to bring your own rig if you don't want to. Now, let me provide the stuff. It'll be more convenient that way. You don't have to worry about loading your rig. Just come, bring your favorite rod and I'll have everything else taken care of. Heck, if you want to leave your rods at home, I'll have that taken care of too. Go. Nothing wrong with a little nut hugging, guys. Oh my God, that's what a foul hooked fish will do for you guys. Foul hooked fish will seem big as hell. And I've pretty much, oh, this sucks, dude. I've killed this guy. Oh man, that sucks. That's really unfortunate because this fish is not gonna make it. So, early discovery on the boat is I may not need, I don't know how much trolling I'm gonna be doing. So other than the 2 rod holders on the grab rack, I may not need rod holders on the gunnels to do any trolling, because I can just set the rod like this, one end, the butt end here and the shaft on that end, and then just have the rod hanging over to the side. All right, what's up, fishy friends? So I'm wrapping up the day. It was kind of a slow day, and to be honest, I got a babysitter at home that I'm paying $15 an hour. So I know a slow day when I see one. I didn't get skunked, but wanted to do a quick walkthrough of this boat, Rover. All right, so here she is, and I'm gonna go do a quick walkthrough from bow to stern. And then I'm going to give you guys pros and cons of how I feel about this vessel. So, first of all, let me say with this boat, Aero Rover, that everything is really well thought out, man. The boat people really do put a lot of thought into their design. You put the sheath of your paddle right in there, and that's really handy when you're kind of, paddling around, getting position. They got these bungees here, which I think are great just for storing extra gear. It's a little bit too far up on the bow for me. I just put my two trays, right in front of my feet, right in front of the rack. One thing I will say about the paddle holder is, if you're using this as a paddle board, you're going to use that a lot. If you have a motor on the back like I do, honestly, having this paddle stick up, so the paddle will stick up the handle will be right in this area, and if you're motoring around, it's in your face and it's just kind of annoying. But if you're using this as a paddle board, that's an awesome feature. The other cool things, there's all these quarter 20s, like quarter 20 in the fishing world in terms of kayak rigging, boat rigging, is obviously universal, and they have these quarter 20 ports all over the place. One thing I'm considering doing is I can take this off the paddle sheath, and I can do a little DIY bow mounted trolling motor. You guys know I already have a Spotlock Minn Kota Rover, which I think would be freaking awesome on this. But that's for another day. So coming around here, it's also got these sand spear buckles or straps or whatever. These are really awesome for me, since I don't really use the sheath here. These straps I can use to hold the paddle, keep it completely out of my way, or an extra rod, right? And you guys see these hooks here. That's a Yozuri shallow diving plug. But this material here, once you guys demo one or stand on it, you're gonna be shocked. It is tough stuff. This grab rack, grab bar, super cool. I mean, it is an inflatable device, so this is fully inflated, and there is a little bit of a wobble to it, which is probably by design. If it was too stiff, it might just rip a hole in your Rover if you push too hard. But that's really nice. As you saw in the footage, I cruise around at full speed, standing up in this thing, which is awesome. I mean, guys, there's a competitor to this boat that I'm not going to bring up. I previously owned the competitor to this boat, and there's some pros to that competitor, and there's some areas where this boat is better. And one of those areas is that you can stand in this boat going full throttle, and that's a big deal if you're fishing, because your visibility is way higher. Guys, when I take this thing down south and I'm looking for redfish, being able to stand and see those tailing redfish, huge advantage. So for me, I just wanted to put this Sub-Z cooler in. I heard good things about it. My technique for strapping this down is not good.
Idiot!
So reply in the comments, give me a better way to do it, because I'm not doing a good job with that right now. All right, here's my motor. It's a 2019 Mercury 6. I think it's enough. It really should be enough to push this boat fast.
Prepare ship! Prepare ship for ludicrous speed!
I'll be honest. I don't think that this 6 pushes this boat, Aero Rover, as fast as it should. And, part of it was user error, and I'm going to identify that right now. You see these 6 trim holes here. It was up 1, and that caused it to plow a lot more than it should. I lowered it 1, and it did a lot better. Not great, but a lot better. So, you know, that competitor that I mentioned before, that's a considerably heavier skiff, and it probably goes 3 to 4 miles an hour faster with the exact same motor. How do I know? Because this is the exact same motor that was on that boat. So that's a con. You're not gonna break speed records with this thing. Another huge pro though is, versus that competitor, this Rover is way more stable. I was out standing up, fishing in chop today, and had no issues whatsoever. So that's another huge plus. And lastly, I don't mean to state the obvious, but you can take this Rover, deflate it, throw it in a bag a little bit bigger than a suitcase, throw it in the back. You don't even need a truck, guys. You could do this in, like, I know a lot of you guys, you know, own these little rice burners. You can have a little Mazda 6, deflate this thing, throw it in the back of your hatchback with a motor, and go to your spot. Huge win. Guys, this is a cool vessel. I love it, but as a companion or even as a dinghy for a center console, or, you know, as a travel boat to be, you know, for convenience, this is such a cool design boat. You guys really knocked it out of the park. I give this thing, you know, an A grade. It's really cool.
Just like a man.